My name is Rana Muhammad Tufail, and I am the director and a trustee of the Islamic Center. Here in this building, we have got two registered charities. One is for religious purposes, that is the Islamic Center. The other one is the Stoke-on-Trent Muslim Welfare and Community Association, which is for all welfare, cultural and social purposes. Main provision is for religious worship. Islam is a way of life. It's not only coming to worship and going back and doing whatever you feel like doing, but you involve yourself totally in the way of life, which is Islam. All right, so that is in a nutshell what we are here for, enabling people to lead their life according to the principles of Islam and live their life in a community in peaceful manner. With all communities, there is no way you can isolate yourself from other communities living in the area wherever you live. Now, what we do here in this place or in any other mosque, we have prayers 5 times a day. Now, with the passage of time, we have seen that the number of people coming for Friday prayers has increased. In fact, for the last 3 years or so, we are holding 2 sessions for Friday prayers, which is not something usual. Now, because the place is small, we can't accommodate all those people who want to come and worship. So we have started 2 sessions. Now, that also meant that we need a bigger place. Now, the need for a bigger place arose some time back, not only for worship on Fridays, but also in the city of Stoke-on-Trent, there isn't a Muslim place of worship which is purpose-built, a purpose-built mosque, which is visibly out from outside, traditional architect building, constructed building as a mosque with a dome and minaret and also arches. In terms of looking for a piece of land where we could build a mosque, it was important for us to have a piece of land within this area, Shelton area. Around early 80s, 90s, City Council was trying to get that Regent Road site, which was a quarry with infill of all sorts of things, to get the developers to develop that site. Now, no developer would take it on because it was a quarry and it was expensive to develop it. So we agreed, all right, we will take it on. So we got it valued, we got it surveyed, and the valuation came out at £1 for the whole site. Now, why £1? In fact, the valuer, surveyor, independent, no influence from any side, he said, well, the City Council better give it away to you. So that was what he said. And one of the chief executives of the City Council, who was involved in selling this land to us, he said he would be very happy for people to develop these sites which are lying vacant. They're eyesores. Well, in terms of building the Islamic Center, building the new mosque, which we call City Central Mosque, the residents around here, they contribute. They have been contributing, they are still contributing, they will continue contributing. So the work started on the basis of some money we collected through donations. Now, as the work is going on, people are donating and we are hoping to complete the work. Well, in terms of traditional style architecture, normally mosques have a minaret and a dome. Now, the minaret and the dome are basically so that you can see a place of worship from a distance. The architecture has been some sort of arches, and that building looks has arches and the doors and so on and so forth, which looks like a Muslim place of worship. Inside, we have got the hall for worship on the ground floor, a smaller hall for everyday use, a place to wash, and a small kitchen, and also a place to wash the deceased dead bodies. Because before a person is buried, we wash the person, we shroud the person, and we have small prayers, short prayers before the person is buried. With the people who owned these properties around here, which have been bought by the regeneration people, now obviously they had to move. Now when they move, the established communities break up. Now that causes distress to people who move, and also they always have to buy more expensive properties wherever they move to. So it is upsetting not only to individual communities, individual families, but it upsets the whole society, the social network, the friends living in the neighborhood. They have to go and to live in other places where they would not get the same friends. So the whole upset, it takes time for them to adjust in socially, culturally, and in terms of their nearness to the mosque. So now people living next door to the mosque, they have moved to different places. So perhaps they have they will be living farther to the mosque than they did when they were here. So it is a lot of upset for the people when all this happens. But hopefully the regeneration people will build the houses which are to their liking, to their needs, and it caters for their let's say particular needs, and they are happy and they are able to establish new communities, new friendships, new relations socially and culturally.